In the past, we've talked about strings, which can hold text, something like hello. We can have exclamation points, letters, numbers, anything like that. Today, we're going to talk about a new type of variable called a character, normally pronounced char, car, or care, depending on the person. You'll hear it all three ways. And this can hold a single character. So it can hold the letter H, for example. It can also hold punctuation or any kind of character, but it can only hold one. So for example, here we've got the first letter equals H. You'll notice with strings we use double quotes. With characters we use only a single quote, and that tells Java that this is a character. If we try to use double quotes, it's going to give us an error message. This is a string. It can't store a string into a character. We can also, though, use a string and figure out a particular character. So if I have the string message, I can use a method called char at, and then I'll give it the index of the character I want. So Java typically starts counting at 0. So if I say message.char at 0, that is saying give me the first character. That would also get a capital H. I could say message.char at 2, and that would give me H is 0, E is 1, so the first L is the character at spot 2. I can also use that char at to get input from the keyboard. So if I do something like kbd.next, that would get a string, the next string the user typed in, and then char at 0 would get me the character that the user typed in. So if I'm asking a question like, are you having a nice day? And I just want a single character, Y or N, as feedback, this would get the next string from the keyboard, and it would get the first character in that. So if they pressed Y or N, I'm just getting that Y or N. I can also use characters in an if statement, and if I say first letter equals Y, then I can say great. So if they're having a nice day, we're going to display the word great. Let's run this and make sure it works the way we want. So if I say Y, I'm having a nice day, then it'll say great. And N, it won't display anything. If I say yes, it's going to take that first character, the first character is Y, and it's going to ignore the rest of what I typed in. Now the last piece is a bit of a problem. If I do a capital Y, it's not going to do anything. That's because it's looking, is this first letter equal to a lowercase y? So the way to solve this is just to say, is the first letter a lowercase y, or is the first letter a capital Y? And you'll notice that a character is a lot more like an int or a double in some ways. It's all lowercase letters, and we get to use these double equal signs rather than having to use the string dot equals or dot equals ignore case.